Hi everybody, this is Sharia Shahid and you're watching All of Your Business. Uncertainty and fear engulfs Pakistan regarding the oil prices. Let's talk about it with our guest, Mr. Mehtab Haider. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you, sir?
I am fine.
Sir, my first question to you, and the first and very important topic that is going on, that is being talked about in the country and globally as well, is regarding the oil prices. And the first important development is that Pakistan is mulling weekly fuel prices review amid ongoing war. So what are your thoughts about it and how it is going to be for Pakistan?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much for having me. After eruption of major conflict in this region and after the blockade of Strait of Hormuz, the oil prices are skyrocketing. And keeping in view this volatile and changing environment, Prime Minister of Pakistan has constituted an 18-member high-powered committee under the convenorship of Minister for Finance. Because we have seen that international market prices are going up and up. And so far, despite claims made by the United States that they will not allow anyone to block any route for oil supply. But so far, the Strait of Hormuz is blocked and prices are going up and up. So there is no other choice available with the oil importing countries to devise a strategy to ensure smooth supply as well as keeping in view the changing and upward prices to pass it on to its consumers. As I have mentioned in my last episode, that Government of Pakistan has been left with no other option but to pass on the escalated prices to the consumers. At the moment, we are reviewing the oil prices on fortnight basis. But now the government is thinking or mulling over to consider an option to fix the prices on weekly basis. Because prices are increasing on daily basis. So there is no other option but to ensure smooth supply. And just we are discussing this topic, the regulator, AGRA, has just issued a statement warning all the OMCs as well as the retail outlets that if anyone has been found guilty of hoarding, its premises will be sealed. So the government is taking all the cognizant measures to ensure smooth supply. And yesterday, Minister for Finance also informed journalists that Pakistan possessed stocks of almost 28 days. And there is no shortage on immediate basis.
Right.
But Pakistan will have to manage its supply and demand situation so that there should be no shortages.
Right. So, sir, what do you think as an expert and analyst and being an economic journalist? What do you think? How much prices will go up?
Actually, there are estimates that if this crisis persists for a couple of weeks, the psychological barrier of $100 per barrel will be crossed. And it means that Pakistanis will have to pay a price of rupees 340 to 350 per liter of petrol.
That's huge.
Of course, it's huge.
But we have seen this sort of prices in the previous years.
In the previous years, but we haven't seen so much abrupt escalation in the prices. Because in last week, a 6 or 7 days period, the prices has already gone much higher than anyone's expectations.
Right.
So that's why the government seems also in a hurry to devise a strategy to ensure conservation and to ensure no one should be allowed to exploit the situation.
Right. Sir, what do you think the government should take measures regarding it? I have been seeing the reports that work from home policy might get implemented in case of fuel shortage. So, do you think that is applicable?
Actually, there is a need to ensure different kinds of conservation plans. For instance, work from home is one of the option, not for the whole week. For first of all, if we have public holidays, two days holidays in a week, we can do it for 4 days and 3 days from offices. We can ensure carpooling. We can ensure that most of the meetings should be held virtually rather than physical presence. So there is a need to implement an effective conservation plan in accordance with the consultation of the federal and provincial as well as the district level governments, and to ensure that no one should be allowed for hoarding. So both demand and supply should be managed accordingly.
Right. So, in other news that is making rounds and on social media as well, and it's a very important topic. We have been considering gold a safe haven for everybody. People have been buying and bartering gold for in exchange of money. So, what do you think? What value the gold holds right now amid the ongoing war, and how it is going to be for in the future?
Actually, we are in the grip of uncertainty, and the world is heading towards more uncertainty. As we have seen, the prices of commodities as well as the energy. First of all, the supply constraint is there, but the prices are also escalating. So same is the case with the gold and other precious metals. There is an element of uncertainty, and the prices will remain fluctuating. We have seen in the past that the prices of gold as well as the silver has skyrocketed. Then it crashed. Now it's again picking up. So it's a mixed trend which I can foresee in the near future, until and unless there is an element of certainty is restored.
Right.
So it depends that how this geopolitical situation evolves.
Right. Right. So local industries have also been impacted by the Middle East crisis. So what do you have to say about it?
Actually, Pakistan Textile Council has recently written an official letter to the government apprising them that they are facing major problems, and our imports are also impacted, and our exports as well. So overall trade is going to be severely impacted with this kind of geopolitical tension, because this Gulf region is the route of our destinations for our major export related, both for exports as well as for imports. So on the one way, our imports are going to be expensive, and on the export side, it's very, very difficult to ensure a smooth supply to their desired destinations. So it's a two-edged sword for Pakistan. And it's going to hit economically in a big way.
Right.
So that's why Pakistan Textile Council, and textile, is the major hub or major mainstay of country's exports. If our exports are hovering around $30 billion, $16 to $17 million are the textiles. That's why textile industry is making hue and cry and asking the government to ensure some alternate routes, as well as to ensure that there should be a smooth supply of goods, both for exports as well as for imports.
Right. So Pakistan could earn billions from diverted cargo amid ongoing war. So what does this mean?
it means that Pakistan will have to amend the transshipment rules, because under existing SROs, the off-dock cargo is not allowed. So storage is the main issue. So they are making requests to the FBR, Federal Board of Revenue, to amend the statutory regulatory order so that Pakistan can allow to have a storage off dock at their major terminals, so that this can be an opportunity according to the association related to this business. And now the FBR is going to review it, and if it makes commercial sense, then these rules can be amended.
Right, sir.
But there is also a need to ensure that no one should be allowed to make it as another way to exploit the situation, or avoiding the misuse of this SRO will also be essential, and FBR will also take care of this.
Right. So, talking about all this, beef and mutton supply has been disrupted to Middle East countries from Pakistan. So, of course, it sounds like it's going to not have a very good impact on Pakistan's economy. So, but to what extent should we be expecting?
Actually, Pakistan's mutton and beef are being exported to major Gulf countries, especially Qatar. So this whole region has been disrupted after this war. So this supply chain has also been affected negatively. And it's going to impact both exports of beef and mutton, because in Gulf market, halal meat export is a major destination in case of Pakistan. So we have recently explored an opportunity for exporting beef and mutton into Qatar and other Gulf states. But after this war, as you know, the RLNG from Qatar has been halted. So same is the case for our beef and mutton exports.
Right.
So it's impacting us both ways.
Right. Thank you so much.
Always welcome.
That was all for today. If you want us to talk more about oil prices, if you want us to talk more about this uncertainty, do let us know in the comments. Till then, keep watching All of Your Business. This is Shahryar signing out.